Good noon, MPC. Kasama na natin si Presidential Chief Legal Counsel Salvador Panelo.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. And happy birthday, RJ.
Hindi. Si Virgil po. Si
Sino?
Virgil. Si Virgil.
Si Jill. Virgil. Virgil, happy birthday. Thank you for the pansit.
First question, Rose Novenario.
Sir, good afternoon. Sir, may report na po yung NBI tungkol sa di umano'y pag-aresto sa kay Bicoy.
Wala kaming alam doon.
Ah,
Issue na ako ng statement kapon mga tanong sa akin. We don't know anything about it.
yung pagka-aresto, sir, ng NBI kay Bicoy.
Walang nagsasabi sa amin, sa akin.
Okay, thank you.
May follow-up question? Ace Romero.
Secretary, but how is the palace taking those reports na meron na daw person of interest nasa kamay na ng NBI reportedly?
Wala pa nga eh. Until such time, we cannot make any response. We have to get a report officially.
So hindi pa kayo na-inform nung
Hindi pa.
NBI.
As far as I know.
Sige, Sec.
Birthday boy. Virgil.
Sir, follow up nandun sa statement nyo yesterday na it's totally unnecessary for the government to come up with proof.
For now.
Pero sir, di ba, nga, tawag
Diba?
na to, yung burden of proof kasi is on the accuser, di ba sir? So, not on the accused. So, why is it not necessary?
Wala naman kaming ina-accuse pa. Sinasabi lang namin na meron kaming alam na ginagawa ninyo. Diba? Kaya kasi nasabihan na natin kayo na hanggang dyan na lang muna yung plano nyo. Kasi kung you perform overt acts that will fall within the revised penal code as crimes, then we will prosecute.
But at least sir, yung substantiate lang yung allegations perhaps nandun sa matrix. Di ba enough yun? Like, pwedeng i-present.
I'll give you an example. Halimbawa, sinabihan mo ako, uy, merong papatay sa'yo. Sino? Si A. Talaga? O, tapos i-announce ko, may papatay daw sa akin si A. O, do I need to give proof kung anong gagawin mo sa akin? Kung yun lang ang sinabi mo sa akin Diba? At least bayan ako sige, pinipreempt mo na siya.
Okay, MPC questions? Wala na kayong tanong?
Thank you!
Ina.
Sir, but with the arrest of this person of interest, what charges would you like filed against this person?
Sino yung
The
sinasabi sa
person
Bicol?
who uploaded the Bicoy videos.
Hindi ko pa alam I cannot make any response. First, hindi natin alam kung sino yung sinasabi nilang inaresto. Whether yung si Bicoy or somebody who just uploaded the video. Kasi what I read sa news is yung nag-upload, not necessarily yung Bicoy. So hindi natin alam.
Okay, but considering, sir, that last week you came out with this matrix alleging that they're part of an ouster plot, what could they be? Ano ang
Hindi natin, kasi iniimbestigahan, di ba? The NBI apparently is investigating it, the PNP is investigating it. So if they discover anything that will fall as a violation of the revised penal code, that's a different story.
Sir, you said you will not be coming up with a proof. Not now.
Pag
Eventually.
nakademanda na, kung meron ng demanda, di talaga, you have to substantiate your charge.
But by naming people and accusing them of a serious crime, hindi pa dapat the proof already
You're not even,
came before?
you're the one saying that we're accusing them of a crime. We are telling them that, hoy, meron kaming alam na pinaplano ninyo to unseat the president. That's not a crime. As of now.
And so what
Pareho
was,
rin yan when I plan to kill anybody, it's still not a crime. you can conspire to kill anyone. It's still not a crime.
But it just goes back kasi sir to the question of what is your basis for saying this, which we have been
O, hindi ba sinabi
asking
ni
you
Presidente?
about.
Gaya nung in my statement I said, when he says it comes from a foreign source, it could mean that the foreign source got it from a local source and just relaying it to him. It could mean that somebody, a local source, heard it from them and relaying it to him. Di ba? Maraming hindi natin alam exactly. Wala naman siyang dinitali sa atin kung sino talaga nagbigay sa kanya.
Ace Romero.
Pero okay, assuming na hindi naman crime yung allegation yun, no? Pero it's still a serious, it's a serious matter to claim na may
Exactly. Kaya
plot to oust.
that's precisely we inform the public and them.
But then, sabi nyo, hindi
In other words, that's a preemptive move so that whatever plans they have, hindi na nila itutuloy.
Pero hindi naman verify, sabi nyo, no need to verify. Considering that it's a serious matter.
I did say that no need to verify. What I said is we don't need to
Validate rather.
show proof about the conspiracy. What we're saying is we're just telling you that we know of your plans. So we're putting you on notice that better not push through with it, because if you perform overt criminal acts, then that is the time for you to be prosecuted. So if you want to escape criminal responsibility, just forget about it.
But considering that's a serious claim, di ba parang mas maayos kung may proof tayo para lalong lumakas yung argument nyo na, oops, meron ngang plan to oust the president.
Eh, gaya nga di ba yung example ko sa'yo? Kung sinabihan mo ako may papatay sa akin, na sinabihan ko, oh, papatayin daw ako ni ganito. I don't have to tell them kung ikaw mismo nagsabi sa akin, baka maano ka pa. Baka ikaw naman ang punta ng papatay sa akin kung meron man. Di ba?
Okay, Sec, thank you.
MPC, Joseph.
All right, sir. Let's set the record straight. I'm interested in the provenance of the information. You said in your statement that it is from a foreign source. We stand by that.
From
yes?
what?
You said the information about the ouster plot is from a foreign source.
Well, that's what the president said.
Okay, number one, foreign source. How was it obtained, sir?
Yun ang sabi ko sa inyo. When you say it came from a foreign source, there are possibilities on how that was.
Can you say definitely,
Source.
sir, how it was sourced, or
Oh, hindi sinabi lang naman ni Presidente. Exactly how did the President say it?
okay?
Can you quote him? Ano bang, hindi ko narinig yung exact sinabi niya. Ano bang sinabi niya?
I don't know. He gave you the list, right?
Oh, he just told me to discuss the matrix.
Okay. And as far as obtaining that ouster plot is concerned,
Wala
did
siya
he
sinabi.
mention how it was
No.
obtained? Okay.
He did not mention.
All right, cool. All right. The Bicoy arrest, at least persons behind the video.
The what?
The arrest po.
Oh,
What is also established now is that the NBI is saying that there is a person of interest, not
Mm.
necessarily Bicoy who was on the video. There was a POI, person of interest. who
has
may
the
have-
NBA confirmed that?
Correct, yes, sir. And also your Justice Secretary.
Okay.
All right, cool. Now, the arrest of somebody. Okay, first I'll go back. Bicoy is related to the ouster matrix, yes? Tama, sir?
So, from the matrix, yes.
And just to get the soundbite from you, how is he related to the whole ouster plot? Meaning, what is his role and what is his... in the
Para
ouster-
it would appear from the matrix that galing sa kanya yung source na trinasper doon sa mga nandun sa matrix.
ano po yung galing sa kanya, sir?
O edi yung mga sinasabing ouster plot plus yung paninira sa gobyerno, lahat na yun.
Okay, so are you saying, sir, that the Bicoy video is part of the ouster plot?
I do not know. Hindi ko alam.
To repeat, sir, what is
No
role?
personal knowledge.
Okay, so what is this? I'm laying the predicate for my next question, sir. What is the role of Bikoy in the ouster plot, sir?
I do not know also.
Now, with the arrest of somebody who is part of the video, do you think that the ouster theory is strengthened or weakened?
You're assuming that that person in interest is already part of the video.
Well,
When you say person of interest, ibig sabihin parang ang presumption nila, baka.
mhm.
Kung probably, hindi pa nila alam yan eh.
Alright.
They haven't told us exactly anong participation ang ina-arresto nila. Kaya nga iniimbestigahan nila.
Meaning to say, the person who uploaded it may not have knowledge of the ouster plot. Is that what you're saying?
Hindi ko nga alam eh. Exactly, I do not know his participation. The NBI hasn't told me or anybody.
I wonder why, sir. Bakit hindi po tayo
Why
sinabihan?
don't you ask them? Hindi natin alam. Eh,
Yeah.
Sa kanila galing eh. Hindi sa amin eh.
Okay. So, sir, the arrest of the POI, person of interest, does not have any implication on the veracity.
We do
Oh.
not know that yet
Okay.
because the NBI has not made any official report on the arrest as well as what is the participation of that person in interest.
But of course, Malacañang is interested.
To know?
Correct. As to who is behind this video, yes? Malacañang.
Me? I will be interested.
The president also?
I will ask him.
You could say for sure, sir, na, well, di ba, nag-offer ng 10 million, ay, hindi pala, iba pala yun.
Ay, hindi ko alam yung
I'm confusing that.
10.
Okay, so sir,
Share to you.
correct. I take it back, sir. Ngayon, wala tayong interest, sir, dun sa POI ngayon. Parang okay lang.
Hindi, ang gawin natin, what we should do is just to wait for an official report on the investigation and why did they arrest this person in interest, exactly what is his participation, what proof do they have, so that we can file the necessary appropriate charges against him, kung meron man. Sa
When you
ngayon, we will be speculating, we will be puro guesses lang tayo nga.
Sige, sir, yun muna. Kasi, sir, hold on. Si Mayor Sara yata was asked if she's interested in filing any case against this person. And she said no. The person doesn't have debt and she doesn't care.
O, hindi ba sinabi ko rin yun noon nung tinanong niya ako, will you file? They can do their worst, we'll just do our best.
Is the president interested in filing any cases?
O, hindi ba sinabi ko na sa inyo? As of now, as we said, we will repeat, they can do their worst, but we will do our best.
All right, so they,
Except only if they pursue that, and in the process, they will be performing criminal overt acts.
okay, so even with the arrest of this person, the president is not interested in filing any cases.
Sinabi ko na nga sa inyo.
Yes, sir.
Depende nga kung ano nga sasabihin ng NBI.
Depende. Okay, so
Eh,
pwedeng
kung
yes.
sabihin nilang involved, the president doesn't even have to instruct them to file because that's their job, to file criminal cases against those who violate the law. Di ba?
So open to filing charges.
Ha?
Open to filing charges?
Ano no?
Open to filing charges?
Yeah.
The president himself.
I will
huh?
repeat. The president doesn't have to instruct
Mm-mm.
any police agency
Mm.
to file any case. It is the duty of the police enforcement agencies to file cases against violators of the law.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Ina?
But sir, regardless kung yung naaresto nga po ng, or whoever is in the custody of the NBI ay Bikoy or yung nag-upload, what do you want, how do you, yung prosecution doon sa whoever actually is behind the
We'll wait
videos?
for the
Because you put,
report. Well, hindi natin alam kasi puro ka nag-speculate, everybody's speculating. We'll just wait for the official report and then the police or the NBI will have to do their duty.
okay. Sir, doon sa matrix na binigay niyo, so the Bikoy video is there, obviously whoever's behind it, is implicated there. Why is it easy for Malacañang to say that the media companies there have a role in the ouster
Maybe
plot?
the
And then,
president believes in the source, kung sino man ang nagbigay sa kanya.
but no, my point is, kanina nung tinatanong po kayo about ang role ng Bicoy or whoever is behind Bicoy, sabi mo you don't know.
Hmm.
Why is it you don't know pagdating dun sa Bicoy, pero pagdating po dun sa reporters, bahagi sila. They're
Kahit sa
relaying,
reporters,
as you
hindi ko rin
mentioned.
alam. Dahil hindi, I'm not privy to that. I'm just relaying the message.
But isn't Bicoy the central, isn't Bicoy or whoever is behind it the central personality in the
We don't know
entire-
that. It's the president who gave that report to the public. Now, we don't know exactly how he got it. Hindi ba sabi ko siya, pwedeng galing sa isang local source, binigay sa kanyang source, nirelate sa kanya. Pwede rin yung grupong yun. Nag-uusap sila, ayaw nung isa, ibinalita sa iba. Yung iba naman, binalita sa kanya. Ganun.
Okay, but kanina sabi mo may quote so I found the quote. Ang
Hmm.
sabi ni Presidente, it was an intelligence report not from us, but from another country.
Kaya nga, that's why, di ba, in-explain ko doon sa statement ko, na hindi porket galing sa isang foreign country, sila na nakakuha. Pwedeng nirelay lang sa kanila coming from a local source.
Are you saying that the President did not ask or validate
I
if
don't know.
galing ba sa inyo talaga
Sabi
yan?
niya sa akin, if they have questions, tell them to ask me. So I'm relaying to you the message.
Because it's been more than a week, sir, and we still have yet to get more details on
Ay,
the
siguro.
alleged.
Kasi nga, it's just a plan. It's an idea. If they will pursue it, di bahala sila.
Thank you, sir.
Si RJ muna or RJ?
Sir, the matrix came from the president, therefore he is interested in the arrest of Bicoy. Can we say that?
Not necessarily.
Really?
Kung sinasabi niya, plano
He's
lang.
not interested in the arrest of.
Ano, no?
He's not interested in the arrest of Bicoy.
Hindi ko sinasabing he's not. I'm telling you that yung assumption mo, hindi conclusive.
Mhm.
Pwedeng interesado, pwedeng hindi. Let's ask him.
All right. But what's his instruction to the authorities with regards to Bicoy? Because even his daughter,
Again, I will repeat.
Veronica.
The president need not instruct anyone. Because all these agencies know their duties and their functions.
All right, thank you.
Joseph?
So you said that yung sa ouster
Doon
matrix.
pa rin tayo, okay.
Of course. Yung ouster matrix, you said it is a plan. And you want to communicate to those involved na we're watching you, correct?
That we know of your
Correct.
plan.
Correct. So what exactly, so far, is the plan?
When I
How
say,
are they
teka muna,
proceeding?
when we say we know of your plan, actually I'm saying the president knows of your plan.
Of course, yeah. Stronger. No, how is the plan? What is the plan? Like, syempre, so ang
ask
involved dito, sir, allegedly are media persons, right? How exactly are they going to topple the president based on the matrix?
I don't know. You will have to ask the president because he told me if they have questions, tell them to ask me.
So when he gave it to you, okay sir, ganito na lang, simplify natin. Nung binigay po sa inyo, ang sabi lang sa inyo exactly is what?
Ano?
Nung pong binigay sa inyo, Sal, ito yung...
Hindi, wala siyang binigay. Hindi naman siya nagbigay. Basta may nagpadala sa akin ng matrix. Hindi ba sabi ko sa inyo, may nagpadala sa akin ng text. Hindi ba pinakita ko nga sa inyo, nasa telepono ko
Alright, sir, okay.
That was sent to me. May nagtanong nga, sir, sino nagpadala? Ewan ko kung saan.
Alright, sir.
Oh.
Let's establish once and for all.
What?
Okay, yun pong origin ng ouster matrix. You
Oh.
said all the while we thought
Na?
that it was from the president himself.
No, it was
And
not.
then
No,
gave it to
no,
you.
no, no,
And
no.
then meron pa kayong
No,
soundbite
what
na.
I said, ito. He asked me to discuss it in the briefing, yung matrix. And then somebody sent me a matrix O, edi yun ang nire-refer niyang matrix. Wala namang ibang
Alright,
matrix.
so, okay sir, establish natin the facts. President calls you, texts you.
Ah,
The president called you, texted you.
nag-usap kami.
Personally?
No, telepono.
Okay, so telepono sir. May we know when this is?
Holy Week.
Oh, okay, nice. And then he said, Secretary, what did he tell you?
Oh, ay sinabi niya nga, you touch on the matrix in your news briefing tomorrow.
And then when that conversation happened, you had a context of what matrix he was talking about?
Yeah, yung sinabi niya, apparently there is an ouster plot against me.
Mm-mm.
And there is a matrix. Yun.
And you knew na already that there was a matrix.
Hindi, sinabi nila may matrix. Sabi ko, what is this matrix?
So, yun.
Oh, somebody siguro will send you whatever kung ano yung matrix na sinasabi nila.
Okay.
Yun
So,
ang
and then-
pinakita ko sa inyo eh.
correct, sir.
Sa telepono ko.
Tama, sir. So, and then after that phone call, you got the...
And then
Sure.
after that, we never talk about it.
Okay, sir. Now, what happened? Did you get a matrix as communicated by the president?
Yung pinakita ko sa inyo
Mm.
last time. Yung,
And- Yung ano, sir, yung network, di ba?
yeah.
Right. So you got it from, would you be able to reveal the source?
Hindi ko alam kasi walang number siya eh.
And you immediately trusted that, sir, that it was the president's...
Oh, well, kasi nung makita ko yung Manila Times, mukhang pareho eh. Ito na yun. Wala lang iba.
So, sir, you have two sources, Manila Times, and then somebody texting you the
No,
picture?
kinumpare ko lang. Sabi ko, this must be the same.
All right. So what exactly did you receive from your phone, sir?
Kung ano yung pinakita ko sa inyo.
Yung matrix, yung
Yun lang.
picture
Yun
from
lang.
an unknown source. Okay.
Basta hindi siya naka-record sa akin. Ano.
Hindi niyo po kilala, baka, okay. And then you immediately trusted that number.
Eh, matrix ang pinag-uusapan eh. Meron pa bang ibang matrix? At saka,
So, question ko, sir,
there is
is
only
that...
one matrix
Yeah,
ang
question ko,
pinag-uusapan.
sir, you immediately trusted the source.
Alin?
Now, nung matrix.
Ano,
Kasi prior to that, sabi ni Presidente, may matrix na
nobody
lalabas.
disputed what I said during the news briefing. So, obviously, it's the same matrix.
No,
Otherwise,
question,
sinabi ni President, oh, hindi yan ang matrix.
no, question ko, sir, is that we believed the yung matrix na dumating sa inyo is the matrix that was referred to by the
Eh,
President.
kasi, nasa Manila Times, pareho din. Eh, ano pa bang ibang pag-uusapan?
And then, no
It
further
would be different kung merong lumabas pang isa at hindi pareho sa natanggap ko.
And then, as far as how this matrix is going to parang be actualized, we don't have any information
Ah,
on
wala.
that.
Definitely wala.
Would you say, sir, at this level, this is black propaganda?
Which one?
The matrix.
I don't think so because it
Because-
came from the president. The president has many sources. And the president, knowing him as a man of intellect, a probing mind, a thinking president, he will not just release any information that he has not validated.
You know, sir, back in the Arroyo administration, there was a similar case, no?
Who?
Arroyo administration.
Arroyo.
Yes, sir. I was young then.
You were
May
younger.
umugong.
You were younger then.
Younger,
Because you're
yeah.
not yet old.
Merong umugong na there's going to be an ouster plot against the president, against the former president. Maybe sometime mga 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock yan, umugong yan, di ba? And then before the newscast happened, around 6:30, they were announcing all the people that were supposedly involved in that plot. Sila,
Military.
yes.
Oh.
And they were able to arrest them.
Oh. Oh, eh, siguro merong military pala, di ibig sabihin may armas. Ibig sabihin talagang may plot.
But at that point,
Na
I
ano?
don't think there was an overt act yet.
Oh, malay mo. Oh, how would you know? Would you know what an overt act under
Sir, your
criminal law?
attorney, sir, is saying conspiracy to commit rebellion.
Oh.
At kudeta. Conspiracy. Conspiracy to commit.
Oh, kung yun ang conspiracy, di may crime, talagang dapat silang arresto.
All right, let's go to this matrix.
Oh,
then.
wala pa nga. Hindi na nga sinasabi ko sa'yo plano.
So there's not even a crime in the ouster matrix.
Saan?
These people
Ay,
who are in the
ay,
matrix, are they
Diba,
committing
sinasabi
any
ko na
crime?
nga sa inyo, it's still a plan. That's why we're telling them, do not pursue with your plan. Do not commit overt criminal acts
Overt criminal
that will
acts,
ripen into a crime.
such as
Oh, ano ba? Ang daming crime. Could be rebellion. It could be assassination. Nagplano na kayo, eto na, ganyan, ganito ang gagawin. Meron ng mga overt acts na ginawa pursuing your plot. O edi, that means that may crime ka na.
All right. But at this level, last question. Those people who are mentioned in the Matrix.
Alam mo, if you're not doing anything, you cannot be scared of anything. They cannot be saying that they're being threatened. My goodness. They've been saying all these negative, vociferous, vigorous, negative things against the president. Hanggang ngayon sinasabi pa rin, wala namang gumagalaw sa kanila. They're saying they're intimidated. Sa lahat naman ng intimidated, tapang yun, nandun pa rin. Nothing has changed.
Yeah, so I will not speak for those who are mentioned,
Oh.
but my question now is, at this level, are they committing any crimes?
Paulit-ulit na tayo.
Yeah, of
Di ba
course.
sinabi ko na sa'yo,
They're not.
wala nga pa,
Okay.
kaya nga walang prosecution.
Okay, last on Matrix, Raymond, Mr. Tina. Raymond.
So just to put on record also. So now you are saying na the matrix that is shown to us came from a text or a message in your phone.
From ano?
The matrix that you discussed last April 22 came from a text, not actually a document given to you by the president.
No, ano lang, sa telepono lang.
Kasi sir, I remember just to ma-avoid yung misquote. Sabi mo dito sa April 22 briefing natin, the source of that is from the office of the president, from the president himself. I don't know how he got one, but it's coming from the president. I talked to him the other day.
Hindi, ang nire-refer ko yun, di ba pinag-uusapan natin doon si Dante Ang?
No, it's the matrix and Dante Ang's.
Exactly. We were talking about how Dante Ang got hold of that. And I said, siya mismo nagsabi na it came from the office of the president eh. Tingnan mo yung article na.
Tapos meron ka rin sinabi sir na the president here's the matrix you discussed the media. So it's clear sa briefing natin noon na it's from the office of the president as being quoted here in the transcript.
Eh, according to Dante Ang, it came from the office of the president. Diba? I wrote about it. The president also told me to discuss it or to touch on my news briefing. O edi, ibig sabihin, the same, pareho lang yun.
Ah, okay. So,
So,
you are
ang tanong ko naman sa iyo, what naman kung galing nga doon? Eh, di ba tinouch niya na nga yung matrix?
so it's at least it's very clear now na you are taking as hook, line, and sinker the word of Dante Ang or his article.
Doon. Did it come from Dante? Hindi pa sa article niya, sabi niya, source from the office of the president, said ganyan. Yun ang nakalagay sa article niya.
So your basis is the article of Dante Ang.
What do you mean? Anong basis on what?
Of the matrix.
Yung matrix, natanggap ko dito. And I reasonably assume that that was the matrix mentioned by the president. And when I mentioned that in the news briefing, since he did not dispute that or corrected me, so it means it's the same matrix that he referred to me to touch upon in the news briefing.
So it could be Dante Ang, the source of the matrix.
Ano ba yan?
Okay, Tina. Last na sa Matrix, other issue na tayo ha.
Sir, since you mentioned walang mga overt acts, etc., is it safe to say also na walang business and military component itong particular alleged
Hindi ko
crime?
alam. Wala akong alam.
Sir,
I have no personal knowledge.
So sir, sa pagkakaalam nyo pa rin, kahit wala kayong personal
That's why I don't have any
baka
personal
napag-usapan
knowledge
nyo
nga
dun
eh.
sa meeting where napag-usapan yung matrix. So ang extent nito, yun lang sa mga identification ng mga some journalists involved in the alleged.
Hindi ko rin nga alam yung mga pangalan, di ba? Kasi yung pinadala sa akin, ang labo. That's why I asked the staff. Sabi ko, kumuha nga kayo ng dun sa Manila Times, medyo maliwanag para makita ko sino mga pangalan. No, kasi it's the same eh.
Sir,
Ang problema sa inyo, naghahanap kayo ng wala. ang sinasabi ko sa'yo, kasi di ba nakita nyo hindi malabo, pag zoom mo, hindi mo makikita ang pangalan eh. That is why I asked my staff, kumuha kayo ng mas klaro. How will you get it? Sa Manila Times, klaro. So, screenshot, dinownload, o di makikita mo na mga pangalan. Oh.
Sir, one last question. Sir, one clarification. Sir, are you saying that this government gets information from second-hand sources? And like yung mga unverified reports?
Anong government source? Anong ibig mo sabihin?
Unverified source, second-hand, hearsay. Kasi wala kayong personal knowledge at tapos nirelay nyo sa media, nirelay nyo sa amin, and you were saying
No.
there
My
are-
job as presidential spokesperson is to relay whatever the president tells me to do. He told me to touch on the Auster plot, and I did that.
Sir, we'd like to believe that as chief legal presidential advisor, you also speak based on facts and
Of course, exactly. What are the facts? The president told me that is a fact.
thank you, sir.
Okay, last two na to sa Matrix ha. Brief lang ha. Rose and then RJ.
Hi, sir.
Rose?
Sir, sino po yung nagbigay ng title na Auster Plot dun sa Matrix?
Ay,
Kasi
hindi
it
ko.
seems, sir, yung Matrix na pinigay nyo o pinakita nyo noon, parang shinare lang nila yung video ni Bicoy, napakarami po nung nag-share nun.
Hindi ko alam yung word na
Oo.
Auster plot.
Kasi po kung Auster Plot, may mga nagpaplano, may operational plan,
Oo.
di ba? May iba't ibang component. Yun po yung Auster, di ba? Pero yung mere sharing po nung video, paano po natawag na Auster Plot na
Hindi
yun?
ko alam kung sino yung nag-coin ng Auster
Pero kayo
plot.
po, yung dun
Sa
po sa,
Aus-
sa
Hindi ba
Matrix
sa
na yun,
article
oo.
lumalabas yun? Saka sa inyo rin yung mga Auster plot.
Hindi po, sa inyo nang galing yun eh.
Oo.
Sa inyo na paano nyo nabigyan niya ng ng titulong Auster Plot kung mere sharing lang po ng
Uy,
video
ano
ni
naman
Bicoy?
kung
Sa
sinabi
video
mo,
po ni Bicoy, wala
when you
naman
say
siya
Auster
sinasabing
plot, di
Auster.
may plano ta oust, o di ganun din yun. Ano ba?
Mere sharing po nung video, Auster
Alin?
Plot na yon.
No, ang sinabi ni Presidente, merong ganon. So, itouch ko daw. Kaya tinouch ko naman. Now, if you have questions on that, he told me, tell them to ask me. Kasi ako na lang ang nakakaalam nun.
Okay, RJ, last na to sa Matrix. May other issue na tayo. RJ.
Sir, you've mentioned many times na wala po kayong alam, but it was very easy for you to conclude that there is indeed an ouster plot.
Because I believe the President when he says there is.
Mhm.
He's an authority.
But
He is
you-
the chief executive of the land.
But
He
you
has
are-
unlimited sources of
But
information.
as a lawyer, sir, what are you supposed to do to verify information?
I don't
given
have to
you by
verify what the president told me
Mhm.
because he's the president. President does not lie about these things.
He jokes.
He was not joking.
Mhm. How did you know that he was
Oh,
not
he
joking?
told me he's not. He obvious. You know, when the president says something that make you laugh, and obviously it's meant to be a joke. It's a joke.
How do you know that the president is not lying?
Huh?
How do you know that the president is not lying?
The president does not lie on anything, on serious matters, especially it involves the work of the president.
Thank
He's
you.
a very honest man.
Okay. Other issue? MPC?
O ba't wala na yung tubig dito?
Tina.
Ngayon uhaw na uhaw ako. Now that I'm so thirsty, wala naman akong water.
Okay, Tina.
Sir, meron lang mga tanong, bakit daw napakataas ng bounty na binibigay kay Colonel Dismiss sa
Ay,
police
hindi ko
officer
alam yun.
Asierto?
I don't know, it didn't come from me. Kanino ba galing yun?
OP raw, sir, 10 million.
Guevara? O, tanongin natin si Secretary Guevara.
Hindi, sir, it's coming from OP. Why put such premium sa certain Asierto?
Hindi ko alam. I have no knowledge on that 10 million bounty.
Hanggang ngayon, sir, 2 days na.
Wala. After that, wala na ako narinig eh.
Sir, since mas malapit kayo sa Pangulo, open naman ang galit ng Pangulo.
Ano naman mas
Publicly,
malapit? Malayo siya, nasa Davao.
Hindi sir, personally, you admit that you are close to the President. More than 2 decades na yata kayong magkasama.
Ay,
Lawyer
noon
niyo
yun.
siya dati sa Davao.
Noon yun, mas mabuti pa. Noon, magkakasama kami madalas. Ngayon, hindi, halos hindi kami
Sir,
nagkikita.
Sir, may tampo ka. Sir, sa pagkakakilala niyo sa Pangulo, pag nagsabi siya, nagalit siya sa isang tao, talagang paano niya yun ine-express kung gusto niya.
Pagalit lang siya. Ngayon, galit. After that, wala na. Hindi na siya galit.
Pero sir, di po ba sinabi rin yan kay Asherto na ano, oh, mga polis, bakit buhay pa yan si Asherto? May ganun siya. Is the
Ibig
10
sabihin
million
niya na,
bounty
bakit di
related
niyo
to
pa
that?
na-arresto yan? Akala ko ba may mga warrants. Yun ang ibig niya sabihin. Eh, ano lang yun? Figure of speech.
Thank you, sir.
Dapat
Okay.
you should
RJ.
be used to the president's style of language.
Sir, yung letters of dismissal, kamusta na po?
Wala pa akong info.
Alright,
Tayo
sir.
natin.
Sir, update on the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program 4-piece bill na sign na daw ng Pangulo.
Wala pa akong info on that.
Alright, thank you.
Bakit nandun sa dulo? Parang ayaw mo na magpakita. Bernadette,
Bernadette, may tanong ka?
number 1 texter yan. Oo. Kaalis ko pa lang dito, may text na yan.
MPC, may tanong pa kayo? Other issue?
Ay, salamat. Thank you.
Sino? Joyce? Joyce, may tanong. Joyce? Okay. Joseph, okay.
Kasi kapon nag-sign yung DOLE and several other agencies dun sa IRR
Ano?
ng extended maternity
Yes.
leave. Oh, alas side lang, sir.
What about?
What does it mean for our women?
Oh, that means for you ladies, it will add more benefits to your present benefits. Imagine 105 days. That means you will have more time with your family, quality time. And that means also your health will be protected because you will not be forced to work immediately after giving birth. And also the husbands. Di ba? Meron pa silang extended, parang nagiging 15 days na. So, kakabuti sa pamilya.
Alright, sir. Thank you.
Okay, last question. Wala na? MPC, may tanong pa? Okay na? Okay, thank you, MPC. Thank you,
Now I can
Secretary.
eat
Secretary Panelo.
breakfast. Hindi, breakfast di pa ako kumakain.
Back to our main studio sa Radyo Pilipinas and People's Television Network.